السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. طلبتي الأعزاء، أهلا ومرحبا بكم في محاضرة جديدة لمادة طرق البحث. معكم المدرس المساعد نوره عدنان، أستاذة مادة طرق البحث في قسم اللغة الإنكليزية كلية الآداب الجامعة المستنصرية. So today, inshallah, our lectures will be about citation styles. Now, what's a citation? Citation show the reader of your projects where you found your information. So, citation can help the reader who read your project or your research paper to know where you found your information. Citation are includes the body of the project. When you add a quote to your project, citation also includes the body when you are paraphrasing another individual information. So when you use someone else's words or ideas or definition, first you have to paraphrasing, and then you have to mention the source or mention the author of this source. Now these citations on the body of the research paper are called or known on text citation. Now if you use or if you document on the body of your research paper, so this will known as in text citation. Usually on text citation you present brief information about the author, because you will mention only the name of the author, the year, and the page number. So you will mention brief or some information about the source. They are found directly next to the information that you use it on your research paper, and as I told you, it is very brief. So you have to document your research paper, okay, and mention the author. And if you mention some information about the author, you have to use what? On text citation, because on text citation we only mention the name of the author, the year, and the page number. So these brief citation include the last name. So be careful, you have to mention only the last name, not the first name. Here on text citation we mention only the last name of the author and the page number and also the year. Now remember that on text citations provide us with a brief idea as to where you found your information. Now why this brief idea? Because on text citation you mention only some information, which includes the name of the author, especially the last name, the year, and also the page number. But if you want to know more information about the source, you can go directly to the references page, because usually on references page we mention the resources in detail, not only the last name and the year and the page number, but rather we try to mention the author's name, the title of the research or the book, the year, the publisher name, so all the information about the research paper. So keep it in your mind that on text citation we mention only some information about the author, while on the references page we mention the resources in detail. Now this is example of on text citation. Now as I told you, when I say on text citation, it's mean on the body of the research paper, not the references page, because on references page we mention the authors or the source in detail. Now look at this example. Okay, you will see the names of the author. Here we have two authors, okay? And the year and the publisher, sorry, the page number, okay? So this example shows some information about the author, not in detail. Here we have only the name of the author, or the names of the author if you have two authors, okay? The year and also the page number. Now, be careful, you have to use a specific group of verb. For example, here, Smith and Rose found that. Here the verb found is known as reporting verb. You have to use it according to the definition or the information that you want to present it. Now we have a list of verbs. Okay, now if the information that you want to present it about something that required to verb which related to agreement or disagreement or support or explanation, you have to use one of these verbs according to the information that you want to present it. Okay, so keep it in your mind that when you use on text citation, you have to mention first the last name of the author if you have one author, or the last name of two authors if you have two authors, then the year and the page number. After that, you have to use reporting verb. Now, which verb you have to report, it is depend usually on the information that you have to present. Now, complete citation are found on bibliography. Now, if you want to know more information about the author, now directly go to the bibliography or references page, because on references page you will see the first name, the last name of the author, the year, the title of the book or the research, the publisher name, the year. So more information about resources that use on your research paper. Now, all resources that were used to develop a research project are found on the works or cited list. So keep it in your mind that every resources or book or papers that you use it in your research paper, you have to mention it on the bibliography in detail. Now, complete citation are also created for any quote or paraphrasing information used in the text. It includes the author's name. So here we have more information about the bibliography or references page. To include the author's name, I mean the first name and the last name, the title of the research paper or the title of the book, publisher, year, publisher, page number, URLs, and few other pieces of information. Now keep it in your mind that you have to document any information that you use it in your research paper. If you document it in the body of your research paper, you will mention some information about the author, which include the last name, page, and also the year. But in the references page, you have to mention all the information about the source. Now, however, knowing exactly when and when not to use citation can be challenging for some students. Now, as a researcher, you have to know when to use citation and when not to use citation. So it is very important for you as a researcher. Now we have features or points that should be always cited or documented on academic essay. Now keep it in your mind that these 3 points, when you mention on your research paper, you have to document it. Okay? It is very important to document it. For example, if you talk about fact or statistical, so you have to document it. You have to mention the author's name and more detail about the source. Number 2, diagram and image. If your research paper includes diagram or image that you used from others book or source, you have to document it. Number 3, sorry, other people's arguments, claim, ideas, and opinion. Here you will talk about someone else's opinion, someone else's argument, someone else's ideas. So it is very important to document it. So keep it in your mind that these 3 points should be documented on your research paper, whether you document it on references page or on text citation. It is very important to document it. And also keep it in your mind that when you use it on your the body of your research paper, you will mention some information about the author, but then you have to mention the resources on detail on bibliography or references page. Now these are 3 points which should be documented. Here we have the 3 points also which should not be documented. So the following features should not be cited or should not be documented. There's no need to document these 3 points, which is the writer's own opinion. Now when the researcher wants to express his opinion, so there's no need to document it, because it is your own words, your own opinion, so there's no need to document. We usually document someone else's word or someone else's opinion. Okay. Number 2, the writer's personal experience. Now if you have to talk about your personal experience about specific things or a specific event, so there's no need to document it, because it is your own experience, not someone else. The third one, which is should not be documented on your research paper, is commonly known date or event or fact. So there's specific things, date, event, or fact, which is known for everyone. So there's no need to document it because everyone knows it. Okay? Now you have 3 points which should be documented, which is fact, diagram, and others people opinion or ideas. It should be documented. Now these 3 points, there's no need to document it. If you talk about your opinion, if you talk about your personal experience, if you talk about specific events, fact, date, which is known for all people, so there's no need to document. Okay? Why does it matter? I mean, why citation is very important. Now, as a researcher, why you should document it? Now, in previous lectures, if you remember, we talk about plagiarism. We say that you have to avoid plagiarism by documenting every resources or every definition or every sentence that you will present it on your research paper. Okay, so why does it matter? Because in order to avoid plagiarism, you have to document it, your research paper. Now, citing your source is an extremely important comment of your research project. Now, citation seems to be the most important step on writing research paper. So it shows that you are responsible researcher. When you mention the authors, when you write your research paper correctly without any mistake, so you are a responsible researcher. And that you locate appropriate. So when you document your research paper correctly without any mistake, this will show to the reader who read your research paper that you are a responsible researcher, and your work will end up being posted online or in print. So there is a chance that other researcher, other people will use your research paper on their own work. So, in order to avoid plagiarism, it's very important to document your research paper. And as I told you that when you document your research paper correctly, without any mistake, this will show to the reader that you are responsible researcher, and also your work will end up being posted online or on a print, and also there is a chance that other researcher will use your research paper as a document. Now we have citation styles. Usually we have 4 styles of citation. We have MLA citation, CMS or Chicago style, and we have CSA style, and we have also APA style. Usually in writing English, we follow APA style. Okay, so as a researcher, you have to know how to use APA style and how to differentiate between these 4 citation styles. So next lecture, inshallah, we're talking about APA style. So thank you for your listening. Dear student, see you next lecture. Thank you so much.